I love hummus, and I think you can make anything into a hummus, so I am making a butternut squash hummus. I know, sounds a little odd, but I still have so much squash I'm using up from my harvest last fall, and this is a great way to use it. It's a little bit sweeter, but this hummus is so delicious, and I cannot wait for you to try it. To start, you just want to dice up some butternut squash. So just take a large one, peel it, have it down the center, take out the seeds, and then just dice it up into small, uniform pieces. This is so easy to do, and I love to do this. You can use this on top of salads too, by the way. I mean, squash is so versatile. Place it right onto a large baking sheet and then drizzle it with some olive oil. Make sure to spread it around, use your hands, get a little dirty, and just get the oil all over, and then put it right into a preheated oven. Along with that, I just like to put some cloves of garlic right into a little foil packet, so just take them off and then cut off the tops. This way they are easier to squeeze out later. And then just bring the edges of the foil up around and just tightly kind of squeeze it. Foil stays together, and that's the great thing. Throw that right into the oven alongside your squash. I think that raw garlic, while don't worry, I love it, it can sometimes be a little bit harsh. So when you roast it, it becomes slightly sweeter and just a little bit more delicious. To check when your squash is done, you just want to make sure it is extremely tender. You want it really soft, and you really can't overdo it because you're thrown into a food processor anyway. So just when a knife inserted in each piece goes in extremely easy and there is no resistance, you are done. You can even pop one in your mouth if you want to try. Once everything is roasted, just take it out of the oven and let it cool. Once your squash and garlic are cool, you can just move on and start making your hummus. This is the easy part. Throw it all into a food processor. So just start with your squash and put it right into the food processor, and then next your garlic. You can just take off the skin so easily now and cut off the ends if there are any on it and just put them right in. As you can see, it is so soft and delicious. After that, you just want to juice some lemon right into the processor. And then you want to drain and rinse a can of chickpeas. Chickpeas are usually the base of any traditional hummus, and they really do add good body, texture, and flavor to this. After the chickpeas, you can just add in some tahini. As I've said before, tahini is a roasted sesame seed puree of sorts, and it is also used in almost every hummus. So just put that in there. It really smooths everything out and adds great flavor. And then a little bit of olive oil. This just thins it out and also kind of adds some good flavor, and you can adjust it if you need to, depending if yours is thick or thin. And then of course, a little bit of salt. And the next ingredient I know is gonna be an odd one that a lot of you don't have. It is smoked black pepper. I know, that sounds really odd. You can find it online, and I'm gonna admit, it's just one of those ingredients that I love. I love it on salads, I love it on roasted vegetables, and I love it in this hummus. Don't worry, if you don't have it, you don't need it. Just add regular pepper, and you could add a little bit of liquid smoke even if you want to really add that smoky flavor. Next, the ground coriander. This is really a spice that I don't think is used enough. I think it's absolutely delicious, and it really melds well with things like butternut squash or carrots. So just make sure to put some of that in there, and then some cumin. I love ground cumin too, but it can be overpowering, so make sure not to put too much in. Once that is all in there, just turn the food processor and let it do its magic. Once it is completely smooth, you can just take the top off, kind of scrape the sides down, make sure everything's mixing together well, and taste it. It is essential to taste everything you make, otherwise how do you really know what it needs? After you taste it, you may need to adjust the salt, or the pepper, or the lemon juice, or the olive oil. You can put any amount of those in if it needs to be a little bit thinner, and just put some olive oil in, or if you need some more acidic or sharp notes in it, I love to add more lemon juice. And so I always make sure to try it a little bit before I take it out and adjust it as needed. And that's it, you're done. This is so delicious and so easy. That's why I love making hummus. So once it's done, you can just put it right into an airtight container. It will keep in your fridge for at least a week, if not a little longer. And you can just serve it whenever you want. I love to just keep this in my fridge, munch on it every evening, but if you are having people over, bring it out, serve it with some type of chip or cracker or vegetable, and everyone is going to love it. This is so delicious, and I cannot wait for you to try this. If you agree and like this video, make sure to click like below and click subscribe so you can become part of the Gray Boxer channel here on YouTube. I love to hear how you guys are using these recipes, so make sure to leave a comment.